You wake up at 3:33 every night, always the same time, no matter how tired you are, no matter when you fell asleep. It's always 3:33, and at first you thought it was just coincidence, maybe your internal clock, maybe stress. But then the room started feeling unfamiliar in ways you couldn't explain. The window faced the wrong direction, the streetlight cast no shadow, your blanket was folded differently, and there was a faint humming sound coming from somewhere inside the walls, not loud enough to scare you, but enough to keep your breath shallow and your muscles tense. Each night it changed more, subtly but undeniably. The door would move a few inches left, the painting above your bed would vanish. The air would smell faintly metallic, like blood or cold steel, and you'd try to rationalize it, to write it off as dream fragments clinging to your half-woken mind, but that never worked for long. You started marking things with tape and chalk, objects, walls, even the light switches, but every night something would be wrong. A line would shift, a mark would disappear, and sometimes something new would be added, not by you. One night you woke up and there was someone else in the room, not moving, just standing in the corner with their back to you. Their silhouette tall and rigid, and you couldn't see their face, but you felt like they knew your name, knew your thoughts, like they'd been waiting for you for a very long time. You blinked, and they were gone, but the air stayed heavy, like someone had just left, like their presence was still echoing inside the mattress. And when you checked your reflection the next morning, your eyes looked slightly different, like they weren't entirely yours anymore. You stopped trusting mirrors after that, and screens too, because they began to show versions of you that weren't in sync. Versions that moved slightly slower or faster, that lingered after you turned away, and sometimes you caught them looking directly at you while you were blinking. Eventually you gave up trying to resist the waking. 3:33 became a ritual, something inevitable, and you started exploring the new rooms you found yourself in, walking their halls, finding objects that seemed pulled from dreams you hadn't remembered having. And sometimes you found notes, written in your handwriting, but in words you'd never write. One of them said, "Don't let them climb into the bed with you." Another, "This version isn't stable." And the worst one, "You never left. You've just been waking up wrong." Now even during the day, things feel unstable, like reality is softening around the edges, like the world is bending slightly every time you blink too slowly, and you've started seeing glimpses of the other rooms during the day, in reflections, in glass, in shadows cast in the wrong direction. You don't know how many versions of you there are anymore, or how many rooms you've woken up in, or how many nights you've stayed in the wrong place, but you're starting to think that the one you called home might not be the original, and the one that was original might be gone. You're not even sure you're still the same person who started waking up at 3:33, and maybe that's the point. Maybe something else has been waking up in your place, something quieter, something that looks just like you, something that waits for the moment you fall asleep to step forward and take control. And maybe that already happened, and maybe the version listening to this now isn't the real you. Maybe you haven't noticed yet, but you will.